Hello everyone, this is Susan Gerbic from the GSoW Guerrilla Skepticism on Wikipedia project. So the Olympics have been happening lately, I suppose you've noticed. You also might have noticed that the US swim team got a lot of us talking about the circle hickey marks on them, most obviously on super athlete Michael Phelps. I'm not going to go into detail about cupping. That has been done to death all over social media and beyond. When I see these stories floating around, my first instinct is immediately Wikipedia. When I saw the first article on a friend's Facebook wall, I said, "Oh no, what will the world find when they search for the term cupping?" We all know that they are going to probably end up getting a Wikipedia link and check that out first. So I went to Wikipedia, and sure enough, there was nothing in the lead that said anything about cupping being useless or a pseudoscience. In fact, the lead was only 2 sentences long and just described what cupping is. Suction using heat that some people believe mobilizes blood flow in order to promote healing, and that was all. This Wikipedia page had been receiving about 1,200 views a day, but over the last couple days, the page was receiving about 2,000 views a day. I could tell from the buzz on Facebook that this cupping story was going to be massive, and people all over the world were hearing about it for the first time and would want to know what it is. Within 30 minutes of hearing about this, I had found articles from some of our go-to medical people about cupping. I quickly added content to the lead using very easy to understand words and phrases, so it was more than clear what cupping was. I quoted Harriet Hall, Mark Crispet, Edward Ernst, and David Calhoun. I quoted these notable people by saying cupping was pseudoscience nonsense, a celebrity fad, gibberish, laughable, and utterly implausible, and that cupping works no better than a placebo. I then messaged the GSoW Worldwide Secret Cabal and said that I wanted everyone who could to go and make sure that the leads of the other languages' cupping pages were clear that it is a pseudoscience. When I got up in the morning, I found that someone had added the famous people who were making cupping popular, the Olympic team and the National Football League. Instead of deleting that, I added to it with an article from David Gorski that had just been published that morning. I quoted Gorski saying, "It's all risk for no benefit and has no place in modern medicine." So now we're 1 day in, and the Wikipedia views have risen from the heights of 2,000 views a day to 16,000 views. I gambled that I thought those numbers were going to go even higher, and I screenshot a photo from a Chinese YouTube video. And you know the one I'm talking about. Some guy had 6 disgusting burn marks on his back from infections from popping the cupping blisters. The photo summed up the worst of cupping. Licensing is not my thing. Taking a low-resolution screenshot from a Chinese YouTube video was way over my head, and I managed to do it, but I didn't know if I did it correctly. I took that image and I placed it on the English page and all 32 other language pages. I felt that image was going to deter people away from cupping more than any words I could leave. I also shot a video of me editing these Wikipedia pages. See the show notes if you're interested in watching me stumble through editing in languages I can't read. That photo lasted almost a full day, long enough for massive amounts of people to see it. The English page then hit 106,000 views that day, and 24,000 more views from other non-English Wikipedia pages. By the time the 2 days had passed, the Wikipedia page had become a feeding frenzy, with normal Wikipedia editors trying to rewrite the page and trolls adding porn and gibberish to the page. I did manage to get one more skeptical mention in the lead, and that was from Brad Mackay, who wrote that the Olympians were doing a great disservice to their fans that might follow their lead, and he called it an ancient but useless traditional therapy. While all this was happening, GSoW editors were working on the Portuguese, Spanish, Russian, Chinese, Polish, and Dutch Wikipedia pages. They were able to mostly make good changes to the leads. As I said, it was a feeding frenzy. Best to step out of the fray until it calms down. I and GSoW were able to get in at the very beginning while the views were hot. We made great changes that eventually got toned down. I think everything I wrote was kept in the article, but lower down on the page where fewer people read. The lead at the time I'm recording this segment says that cupping is a form of alternative medicine in which a local suction is created on the skin. There is no good evidence it has any benefit on health, and some concerns it may be harmful. Cupping has been discussed as a form of pseudoscience. That isn't strong enough in my opinion, but it is way better than what used to be there. The subject is starting to fade in the public's mind. The peak of 106,000 was the highest of all. It went down the next day to 67,000, then 54,000, then 34,000, and now it's hitting 10,000 views a day. Just in case anyone listening has concerns about skeptics pushing an agenda on Wikipedia, yep, I admit it. GSoW is trying to push an agenda, one of facts and science. We only use notable people's expertise and follow all the rules of Wikipedia doing so. When the topic is a fringe one, such as cupping, then there is no balance. This is not the media where they feel they have to have a cupping quack on to show fairness on every show that they have medical experts. Wikipedia does not work that way. Read the Wikipedia page for NASA, and you won't find any mention of moon hoaxes. Why? Because there's no science, no credible facts in moon hoaxes. It's considered fringe, and therefore no reason to add to NASA's Wikipedia page. It does feel good to pass these stories around social media, but remember you are mostly speaking to the choir. We should know that cupping is nonsense. What must happen is to get these great articles written by our experts in front of the eyes of people beyond our choir. Keep in mind that the media is trying to react also, and when they read the names of our experts on the Wikipedia pages and follow the citations to those terrific articles, they will be the ones contacted for more information. Every single person mentioned in the lead received a spike of 200% or more views to their personal Wikipedia pages, so we know this is the right thing to do. If this kind of activism excites you, you might be a good fit for the GSoW project. Check out the editor interviews on our YouTube channel for more information. This isn't for everyone, but it is for a few of you. You must have an account on Facebook, and you need to be prepared for weeks of training. GSoW is not an Olympic team, but I think they're gold medal winners anyway. Thank you.